Guys, it's time to rate the best and worst LGBT ships on Netflix. Welcome to the internet.
Group hug.
Oh, I liked that. Oh.
We're going to base our ratings on the following. Best build-up.
Will they last?
Is it true love?
Hottest kiss?
Would they spit?
Will they die?
Right, Rosie, let's start with atypical.
So we started watching this last night, so everyone's been going on about it. I
Yes.
know the gay stuff doesn't happen until season 3. Spoiler alert, if you didn't know.
An interesting long
Yeah.
build-up, you say?
Yeah, by the way, I fancy Casey. Now I want to start running track.
Rosie, you're going to have to learn to walk first.
I ran towards the danger instead of like using it to release my tensions. I used other coping mechanisms that weren't as safe or good. Taught me a lot of things though. So something I really liked about Casey and Izzy is that they did the old trope, but it never gets old with me. Every chick flick has it. They started off disliking each other.
Oh, I love that.
Oh my God. It's such a fine line.
And it makes the sex so much more intense.
Right, between hating someone and wanting to bang the shit out of them. Like, literally, it's such a delicate thing. Sometimes I genuinely just dislike people.
I mean, me too, and I
Yeah.
don't feel like
that
sex
can
would be
happen.
good, but
No,
hey,
sometimes-
maybe it would. I enjoyed the fact that it was a build-up over like 2.5 seasons, as opposed to Marissa and Alex in the OC, where it was 2.5 episodes, and then Olivia Wilde was conveniently written out.
So sorry for spoiling it, but we are talking about it. They both have boyfriends. Bit of bisexual, pansexual representation. Remember when we used to argue all the time and then we'd have really good sex? We should argue more.
I don't believe that Casey would spit into Izzy's mouth. I will say that.
Maybe they would because they used to fight. They had some anger issues.
That's
and
true.
tension.
That does change the game.
Yeah.
So you think that Casey would spit?
No, I think that Izzy would spit
Oh.
on Casey. Something I liked about them is they're in school. They're really mature.
I don't think a ship this strong will sink, especially with a build-up for so long. Let's talk about their first kiss.
Yeah, it was hottest kiss.
Really
good.
good.
Was it when she went to the track?
They were on the track. Very believable, highly tense, emotional. There were feelings there, you know? Vulnerability. We love that. We buy into it. The kiss, top notch.
It was very good.
For me, God tier.
God tier.
God tier.
God tier.
Do you think they are likely to get killed off?
Actually, yes, because already watching Atypical, there's a lot going on. Just from episode 1, right? The mum's kind of having an affair. The son has his own issues with dating. Casey doesn't know or is discovering her sexuality. I think it's deep and I think it's gritty, and therefore I think there could be a death. If they're
God.
clever, they won't kill off a lesbian character.
I hope it doesn't happen on the track.
Ah! Is it true love?
Yes.
I think it is.
I think it is true love. I
Yeah,
think it can
I think it's
only
true
be
love.
true love from a place of hatred.
Yes.
And then 2 seasons later and a couple of boyfriends, whatever, love.
Yeah, love and hate
Right?
are so close.
God
so
tier.
intertangled.
God
yeah.
tier.
God tier.
Now, Way Hot from Winona Earp.
I did a lot of research about this. So first of all, I didn't know it was on Netflix, so we're going to start watching
Yes,
it.
we are.
Because it's very Buffy-like. It's a supernatural
That is a compliment.
Western.
One thing I will say about Winona Earp, in any sci-fi fantasy drama, the LGBT character is always the most likely to die in an apocalypse.
Yeah, it's true. Look at the 100.
Or just crossing the road.
Yeah, and already there's been lots of deaths already.
I worry, Rosie. I worry
worry.
for the longevity of their relationship.
I worry.
Yes,
Yeah.
disclaimer, we don't actually watch this show.
We will.
Rosie made notes.
I made notes.
So did I. Okay, these girls kiss a lot, so it was difficult for us to pick a favourite.
So Waverly is an Earp,
Yep.
although she later finds out she's not actually an Earp.
Fuck! Spoiler!
Yeah. And we reacted to this before when they
have.
met in the bar, and I was already involved, and that was before I understood, like, that it was a supernatural Western.
One thing I did pick up during their build-up, it's a very sweet, almost like a clumsy kind of
Yes.
tension, but not as fluffy as Imagine Me and You.
No, one of them's going
More
after
confident.
the
Yeah,
the
yeah.
confident
Yeah,
lesbian
yeah.
who knows who she is,
Yes.
knows what she wants, and the other one's kind of like, wow, I'm unsure of what's happening, but I'm
Stop!
enjoying it, and I'm
Yeah.
so shy,
Oh my God,
and I'm taking it
yes.
slow, but we will end up together after the tension's built. So, build up, payoff, very good.
And I will say that I really feel the love between these two. I think they're very much in love, and I feel like they very much will go the distance, unless, of course, one of them, if not both of them, die.
Yeah, but in supernatural circumstances,
You're
where
right,
there's like
you're
people
right.
getting resurrected from the dead in a curse, I think that, yeah, they could very much die.
Lest we forget Tara from Buffy, just stop, because I cannot revisit that. I think, controversially, they would both spit, but I think they're a bitch for it. I really do. I think they really do. I think they're fucking filthy.
I think Nicole Hort would spit, so she's the sheriff. I think Nicole would spit, maybe in a rage, a sexual rage.
I don't think they have angry sex. I don't feel that. I'm putting it in the God tier.
You're putting in the God
Yes,
tier.
I'm putting it
in the God tier, and then we'll watch it, and then it'll probably stay in the God tier.
It will stay
we
in
like
the God
Buffy.
tier.
It's been a long time since we've took a chance on something supernatural. I feel like it's time.
Remember that time we took a chance on Riverdale? This film is stunning. It is passionate. It's well written. There are excellent nipples throughout.
Yeah, there's a lot of nipples. I love Carol.
We should watch it today.
Oh, please.
No, we will. Yeah, we will.
It's my favourite.
And then we'll have
film.
sex.
Right, is it Mooney?
It's Rooney Mara. It's not
Not
Mooney. Also, her spouse, I think it's spouse or not just boyfriend, Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, really? Nice.
I wouldn't make it up.
She has.
Perfect nipples.
Right, Kate Blanchett breathes a lot less. She goes,
She breathes.
all the way through. She's very husky.
She must
and
be
she
gay.
says something. She opens Rooney's top, looks at him, and says something like, "Mine were never like that." Right, I'm going to show you. Is everything going to be in God tier? Maybe.
Right. Probably.
What does she say to her about the titties? There they are.
There they are.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Symmetrical.
Ready.
Who has that?
You could tune into radio stations.
Ah,
I never look like that.
What does she mean?
I don't know.
What does she mean?
Do you think when she looks in the mirror, she's expecting to see Rooney Mara, and then she's like, I never look like that. It's
I
like,
never
well,
look like that.
Oh, yeah. Shay.
Like the hand.
Shay.
It is fluffy, but in a good way.
See, I don't see it being fluffy. I see it being
It's
deeply
like
sexual.
A Renaissance painting having sex with another painting.
Yes.
That's what I'm
That's
seeing
what
it.
it is. That's exactly what it is.
Oh, yeah. My favourite.
You literally have to stop because I'm getting a little bit
Rooney
turned off.
looks a bit bored.
She doesn't
like
look
Rooney
bored.
lay there like this and she
She's
went,
not bored. Rooney is not bored. She's just smelling her own armpit.
oh, she's not bored anymore. She's not bored anymore.
She really,
Does she cry, Max?
really hot, isn't it?
Oh.
The question is, will they die? Now, I think Rooney Mara has that kind of look about her, so maybe. Not in everyday life, I just mean in this film. Will they spit? Yes.
Yes.
100% they'd spit.
They both spit on each
Now,
other.
we have to bear in mind that when it comes to Netflix films as opposed to the series, you have less time to create a build-up as a scriptwriter.
They waited
Excellent.
all the way to the very almost end of the film to have sex. Or like they were just travelling around.
It's not always about the sex.
And for ages I was like, is it gonna happen? So I think the build up and payoff is amazing. They live together at the end.
Shit, Rosie, I think I'm going to put this in God tier. It's just
it is
so
God
good. Originally...
Why would you not put it in God
Originally,
tier?
I put it in top tier.
What the hell?
The reason I put it so high is because times back then were cruel for the gays, weren't they?
Yeah.
It would have been difficult for them to continue their sexual
Yeah.
relationship, and I
Yeah.
just feel like, you know what, they're breaking boundaries,
Yeah,
so
they are,
it's got
they
to
are.
be at least top tier.
And she had a
It's God
best
tier.
friend who was helping her break the boundaries. Also, I liked that Kate Blanchett was friends with her ex. She was very modern.
It's God tier!
It's God tier. To top it off, blonde brunette relationship.
We stand
Perfect
it.
Titties.
That means they'll go the distance.
I know they will.
Tony from Riverdale.
Tony.
Now, I'm going to controversially say my actual opinion.
Which is fine.
I feel like I'm very much watching two actresses act their roles.
But that's what Riverdale is like.
Badly written.
That's not the actress's fault.
No,
it's
it's
not that
not.
they're poor
It's-
actors.
that's true.
I don't believe that. I think it's difficult to work with a very cheesy script, but it's also meant to be cheesy. It's comic book-esque.
Do you feel like it was slightly over-sexualized and not enough build-up of true emotion? I wanted to love it. I mean, I don't like it.
Would they spit? Absolutely.
And I'll tell you, they are most likely to die from each other.
That's
I think
true.
either one of them could kill either
Cheryl
one
could
of
definitely
them.
die because, like, lots of people in her family were dying.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
So that would be a perfect way to write both of them out, wouldn't it? A great sex scene that ended in both of them dying.
With spit.
I just feel like, for me anyway, this particular relationship lacks in believable emotional depth.
Right, what I'm going to do then is, I'm going to make you watch a few scenes of
Fine.
them. Because you might change your mind.
Yeah, I
And I
might.
think it's only fair. You can't just watch one highly charged scene.
Yes, I can. I can be as dogmatic as I want.
Which is what I craved.
Oh, okay, well... Okay, maybe it doesn't suck altogether. I mean... They're having
Ooh,
sex on money.
Oh my god, I do like that. And I like their silky red sheets as well.
Yeah, but don't you think that looks a little kind of...
Yes, but also it's comic book style. Like, it's got to
right.
be
So maybe
vamped up.
I'm missing some kind of artistic spin.
Riverdale and Carol are completely different things, you know?
I think they're the same.
I'm not going to put it in God tier, but I think it's the top tier. Because,
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
well-
even mid tier, I'm putting it in shit tier. I needn't watch it anymore. But again, like I said in our last video, just because it's out there doesn't mean I have to love it.
no, that's true. And it is okay that we have differing opinions. I think it can't be God tier following Carol. It just can't. Each to their own ship, am I right?
I fucking love Booksmart.
I love Booksmart.
But I will say, I don't think she would spit following the vomit situation.
No, I don't think either of them was spit.
Spoilers, by the way, for Booksmart. If you haven't seen it, we're going to tell you everything.
I rewatched the key scene.
Yeah.
And they also started out not liking each other.
True.
But I think Hope was too mean to Amy.
Right.
And I actually don't really understand how they went from this mean to kissing.
I also feel like she would die, by the way, because of the embarrassment from that situation. She would literally die of embarrassment.
I just don't like meek people.
She doesn't like meek people. What does that make you? You're just a bitch.
Molly's little sidekick bitch.
Why is she
You're just a basic hot girl who's gonna peak in high school.
Yes!
See, I don't
Stop,
get...
let it play out. Let's watch the kiss. I think it's bold. I think Amy was so bold. She was being a real bitch to her. She was like, you know what, bitch, I'm gonna kiss you.
Yeah, she had nothing to
She
do.
loves it.
I'm too sensitive. Basically, there's being mean, like teasing, or kind of being like, oh, but really, you like each other. And then there's that, right? I don't think I could get in the mood if someone's like, yeah, I hate meek people. Amy's all wet and stressed out.
Yeah, it works.
Not in a good way.
I love Booksmart, but I think the reason why it's so important, and maybe the reason why it might not necessarily get to God tier,
Right.
is because it's more real and it
Gritty.
highlights everything that can go wrong.
Right, it's not pornographic,
no.
it's realistic, there's fumbling, there's some mistakes happen, it's awkward.
It's very awkward.
Sex is awkward, man.
It's so
Sometimes,
awkward.
you're not professional like some, it can be awkward.
Thank you, Rosie. Please sing my praises. It's mid-tier, but let me tell
Right.
you why. It's not because I don't rate it good enough to be top tier. I just think it's been constructed for a different purpose.
Yeah, and I think that's
You know,
fantastic.
which is
for-
great.
Like, for example, as well, the characters in it look normal. They look like real people, even though every person is a real person.
You've opened a can of worms here. I
you-
say that. They
Have
look
I?
like real people.
No, but no,
They look
I-
like normal people.
I think-
Can't believe you think Riverdale's shit.
Like a James Bond woman.
Ah,
They're not
okay.
walking into the
Nicely
scene.
done.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. This is fumbling, she's got wet hair, it's kind of stressful.
I still think it's
Things
sexy.
go wrong, still got the sexy element, and you're like, wow.
Vomit makes it even sexier.
Right. What do you think about the build-up? I mean, you liked Amy being bold.
I actually don't ship them. I don't love it.
No?
I don't. I know. It does nothing for me, actually.
You don't ship
No,
it?
I don't. So it's mid-tier for me.
Mid-tier.
Would they spit? No. Would they die?
Yes.
Of embarrassment. We've covered it. Now, I was a huge Glee fan. I only watched up to, I think, about the end of season 3, so I have no idea how it ends. Did I ship Brittany and Santana? Yes, I did. Who didn't? Cute, hot, they can sing. Bit of trivia. Brittany wasn't actually supposed to be a main character. She was only supposed to be in it for like a few episodes, but they loved her so much, they kept her in and made it LGBT.
I never watched Glee, so what was happening when they first got together?
Brittany was in love with Santana, and then they kind of just got it on, and then they just ended up together, I think. Apparently, they got married. I have no idea what happened. She wants to be with him, Rosie. She told him by the lockers.
But I'm afraid the talks.
It's quite a sad conversation, though.
It is a sad
what
conversation.
happened to
This is
Curtis
why it had
Smith.
emotional depth. Okay, so what I'm getting from that emotional scene by the lockers is that Santana is worried about the consequences of being a lesbian. Consequences are great sex. So really there are no downsides. But what I'm getting though is the build-up is huge. The build-up between these two is huge.
Plus, you have songs.
It only elevates,
adds to the
right?
build-up.
It's amazing. It
Right.
makes it so much more sensual. I'm gonna have to put these two in the top tier.
Yeah, top tier.
Will they last? Yes, I think they will last.
I think they will because they get married. Everyone who gets married stays together. It's just a given.
Especially in Los Angeles.
Yes, I don't know one divorced couple, especially lesbians. I've never met a divorced lesbian. It's not like the rate's higher with them or anything. It's not like they move in really quickly and then, marry for green cards and then break up suddenly.
Would they die?
No, I don't think they will die.
I don't think they'll die.
No, I don't think they'll die. So I think they will last, yes. Would they spit? No.
They
No.
wouldn't spit.
Wouldn't spit.
They wouldn't spit. It's too family friendly, that show.
No, they would sing instead.
Everything with music is always better.
A long-term shit with a nice conclusion, I would say.
Did you say a long-term shit with a nice conclusion?
Shit, but I mean, I have
wasn't
a
that
lot
what
of
they
those.
said about you in school?
Now, loads of you guys asked us to react to Below Her Mouth, and we're going to, but we're going to do a whole reaction on films. Now, I know we put Carol in here.
We had to.
We had to.
just
I
had
can't
to.
throw back
It's
up.
Christmas.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch all of Below Her Mouth with you.
Okay.
Maybe before or after Carol.
Okay, so if you like this series of us rating things, we're going to do Amazon Prime,
Yeah,
we're going to
TV
do
shows.
TV shows,
And then gay movies.
and we're also going to do episode reviews of the L Word, Generation Q. As soon as it's out, that's going to be on Gay News.
Does the Q stand for queer?
It's an educated guess.
So yeah, we really want to make this into a series, so let us know down below in the comments if you enjoyed it and what we should react to next.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you this time next week. Mwah!
Bye.